Hey y'all, welcome back to Storytime with Jazzy. Okay, I know y'all been leaving y'all hanging a little bit, okay. But I promise I'm back and I will not do that again. So can y'all please forgive me because I know y'all want to know what happened to Silas. Okay, y'all forgive me. Okay, cool. So today we are on part 2 of Heart Without Discernment. If you have not watched part 1, go ahead, stop right here and go back so that way you can learn about my boy Silas. So that way when you tune in to this video, you know what's going on. Because trust me, this story is a little crazy. So you need to know all the tea. So go ahead and go back to the previous video. So let's get up into this because I know y'all waiting. Y'all like talking too much. So let me get into it for y'all. After the whole wedding and TMZ fiasco, Silas went back to wilding out in these streets. Partying, drinking, laying up with different women. And oh yeah, his competitors, y'all thought they gave up after the wedding. Yeah, absolutely not. They were still plotting. They just could not give it up. Like, they just couldn't get it. I mean, like, come on. They was sending women his way, flying women out, trying to catch him slipping, trying to record him, trying to get women to expose him. But somehow, some way, Silas always escaped it. And we all know that was God. Because even in the middle of our foolishness, God still protects us. So let's fast forward a little bit. Silas slowly started making his way back to the top. The whispers about him and Tanya had finally faded from people's minds. One day while grabbing coffee, Silas met a woman named Diamond, and baby, she was beautiful. The moment she introduced herself, Silas thought he had finally found somebody real. Sound familiar, y'all? Baby, I'm tired. Cause come on, what are we doing here? Well, his competitors found out about Diamond and they approached her with a proposition. If you can find out where Silas gets all his knowledge from, we'll pay you $11 million. Now listen, she probably would have done it for a quarter of that. Because we know how people is about that money. They probably could have just offered her a couple of $100,000 or even a couple thousand and she probably would have sold him out. But look, let me reel my personal feelings back in, because Silas was my boy. So I am a little biased. So let me reel it in and get back to the story. One night while they were watching a movie, Diamond asked, "Silas, how do you know all this stuff? Like, seriously, where does all this deep knowledge come from?" Silas laughed and replied, "Oh, it's my diet. I can't eat beef. And if I eat beef, it gives me brain fog and I can't function properly." So one day, Diamond made spaghetti and secretly mixed the ground beef with the ground turkey. The whole time she sat there grinning, watching Silas clean his plate. Y'all check this out. Earlier that day, she had already informed his competitors about Silas' secret. They were overjoyed because Silas had an important business meeting that next morning and they knew he was about to fail. But baby, not only did Silas kill the meeting, he secured a 5-year exclusive contract with one of their biggest competitors of the competitors, if that makes sense. They were furious. Immediately they called Diamond. "He lied to you. If you can't get the job done, we'll find somebody else who can." And the crazy thing is, Diamond was their best bet. They was lying because they had been trying to take him down and had not been successful with those other women. And Diamond is the furthest they got. So little did Diamond know, like, they was really putting all their eggs in the basket with her. But hey, Diamond assured them that she could finish the job. Later that night, Diamond confronted Silas crying. Why would you lie to me? Confused, Silas asked about what she was talking about. She explained about the spaghetti. And instead of Silas stopping right there and ending the relationship, he lied again. And so, hold on, y'all. I gotta do a hold on real quick moment. Because y'all already know, like I mentioned before, this man was stressing me out. Because I'm trying to figure out, like, he lied to her about his secret. She purposely tries to set him up, confronts him about him lying. So meaning not taking accountability for the fact that she was setting him up. And this man gonna sit here and just tell her another lie instead of saying, wait a minute, first of all, why are you even trying to set me up? But again, here we go, like a repeat. He did just pull the same stuff with Tanya. Like, I'm not understanding, but okay, y'all, let me get back into it. So again, he lied again. No, it's actually cheddar cheese. I can't eat cheddar cheese. So once again, Diamond cooked for him. This time she mixed white cheddar into the mozzarella. And once again, she ran straight back to them competitors. I know the secret now. Well, the next day, Silas came home overjoyed about a brand new product his company had just launched successfully. Diamond was furious. You lied to me again? Now hold up. This is the second time this woman had tried to set this man up. God is blatantly warning Silas. Hey, the enemy's at work. Run. Red flag, red flag. Y'all think he listened? Yeah. Let me keep going so y'all can see what happened next. Instead of leaving Diamond, Silas finally said, okay, I'll tell you. I can't use lavender oil on my skin. So Diamond secretly put lavender oil in his lotion. And once again, nothing happened. Matter of fact, Silas came home celebrating the finalization of a government grant. So at this point, Diamond was livid. How can you say you love me when your heart is not with me? You've lied to me 3 times. And baby, she pulled a Tanya, nagging him, pressuring him, emotionally wearing him down until finally Silas broke. And he told her the truth. I cannot cut my hair. That night, Silas fell asleep with his head in Diamond's lap. And while he slept, she cut his hair. The next morning, Silas woke up to non-stop ringing. 15 missed calls, texts, emails, cancellation notices, voicemails. Silas, call me. The deal fell through. Where are you? Still half asleep and completely confused, Silas sat there in shock, not even realizing Diamond was gone. Then he walked into the bathroom, and that's when he saw it. His hair gone. And just like Tanya, everything came flooding back. Oh no, not again. But this time, Silas knew it was different. He knew this was it. God had warned him over and over again, but he ignored every warning. Soon, headlines started spreading. Where's Silas? What happened to Silas Enterprises? Is the company collapsing? Employees was left confused. The public want answers. And Silas was broken. Finally, Silas cried out to God. Lord God, remember me. I pray. Strengthen me. I pray just this once. Then Silas grabbed his briefcase and headed towards his company. But on the way there, Silas was overwhelmed with sorrow. Tears streaming heavily down his face. And that day, the weather was terrible. Storming, rain pouring, road slick. Silas was so overwhelmed mentally and emotionally, he lost control of the vehicle and slammed right into a pole. During the wreckage investigation, confidential documents were discovered. Every scheme, every setup, every plot from the competitors exposed. And what happened next? Silas lost his life. But his competitors, they lost everything. Their businesses collapsed, their names were ruined, and they never recovered. Sad story, right? Even though Silas didn't survive, his story lived on forever. Because God has plans for each and every single one of us. Before we were even born, God already knew what we were destined to become. And Satan will do everything possible to destroy that purpose. That's why discernment matters. That's why obedience matters. And that's why you cannot ignore God's warnings. Never think the enemy isn't watching, because they are. But so is God. And He always has the final say. So thank y'all so much for watching my video. And until next time, I love y'all. Bye.